Good evening. December the 3rd, Wednesday. Good evening. Well, Walgreens in Charlestown screwed me again. I transferred all my prescriptions to another drugstore. I got refills left on probably 4 different medicines. And I gotta check another one. So I don't know why Walgreens is screwing me, people. Does that happen to anybody else? When you transfer a subscription to another drugstore, you get and you got refills. When it gets to the other drugstore, does it have zero refills left? That's what, because my son helped me download the app for that drugstore because I didn't know which one to download, and he helped me out with it. And that's how I found out that Walgreens in Charlestown screwed me again. Okay, that's all for right now. Welcome to Wednesday Night Live, coming from Indiana, USA. I'm 70 plus years old, 4 heart attacks, high blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, and back problems. I'm single, and I'm on a fixed income around $900. Just follow the rules. No hate crimes, no arguing, no sexual harassment, no cussing, no anything like that. Okay. Got that out of the way. Happy birthday to anybody who hello there, my friend. Welcome. And man, I just lost my train of thought. Oh well. I think of it later. Hello, Philip. Hello, Quanmon. Hello, Philip. Welcome. I believe this is your first time. I'm an old man. Us old people, we got nothing to do. Some of us old people decide to start up a YouTube channel and try to educate you younger people what not to do. Try to teach you. Hello, Joe. Hi, my friend. Welcome. And we try to help you all out. I've told you about my new computer. Yeah, that's about what it is. And I told you about the new computer I got in February, and I got from Amazon who the third party was. Welcome. I hope you have a good week. I'm going to have to take my medicine to the drugstore and show them I still got refills. And it's stupid. Well, I tell you something, Joe. There's people like me that lost a loved one. Some of them lost them on Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, like that. My dad died in 92, April of 92. My mom passed away after her birthday in February of either 16 or 17. And it'd be a lonely time for me, people. I don't like Christmas. the reason I don't like Christmas, like some of you are, you either got a birth, you was either born on Christmas, or born a few days before Christmas, or a few days after Christmas. As I was growing up as a kid, I always got my birthday presents on Christmas and a birthday cake for my birthday. I got all that. I got good things from when I was married. I call them foxy ladies, girlfriends, wives, because I'm not mentioning any names. Yep, everybody gets scammed, people. Be careful. That's how come. Hello, Scarlett. How you doing? Welcome. As you know, I'm trying to. Hello, Jacob. Hope everything's going all right. I saw your messages. But people, your family comes first. Your grandpa is doing okay. And like I say, if you all got any questions, ask him. There'll be somebody on here close to my age or watch this later. Like, okay. I want to say Christine, maybe that's wrong, but that's okay, my friend. Everybody's family on here. Everybody's family. And hi. Hello. I don't know how to I want to say purple. That's a good one. How old am I? Okay. I'm 70 plus. 70 plus. With 4 heart attacks, high blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, and back problems. And I love kitty cats. And as I've told you, today was payday, went out, done this and that, paid. No, I'm over 67. Get up to 70. I can't tell yet. Because they said keep information, like this. Because if I tell you exactly how old I am, then somebody might steal your ID. Probably 6 or 7 years, and probably maybe 80s, maybe. I don't know. This CPU ain't working too good. I want to say hi to all the foxy ladies. I did see something on the news. You heard me talk. Well, I like blue. I like blue. I had a 73 Monte Carlo, brand new Monte Carlo. The only new car I had in my life. Because back there in 73, a new car cost you $2,000. Now look what a new car or a pickup truck. You talk about. He was on here last night. He was on here last night. And probably you, since you live in Canada, he said they were supposed to got 15 to 20 inches of snow. So that's, common for Canada people. Man, 15 to 20 inches here where I live in Indiana. We will be snowbound in the house. And people who stranded in the house in 9 months, they're going to be babies popping out. Thanksgiving was pretty good. I had ham, cook it in a crock pot, put it in a crock pot, put a little bit butter on it. Then I dumped my pineapple in it, turn the crock pot on low, let it cook for a day or so, on low with it. Cook all the way through. And when you go to cut your slice of ham, it falls to pieces. I like it when it does that. I'm going to cook a turkey for Christmas. That'd be about 5 to 10 days out of, for turkey. Plus the kitty cats, they have their turkey. And, Thanksgiving's a good time. It'd be better if I had a foxy lady with me, can cook better than I could. Yeah. Some people said I should put a shirt on. They don't want to see my hairy belly. I look like a hairy ape. And I got to make a road trip tomorrow and Friday. Got to take my son to the doctor. Well, gas went up in Scottsburg about 30 cents today. 30 cents a gallon. People, when I was young, if they raised it a penny or 2 pennies, we raised cane about and they put it back down where it was. But now they raise it 30 cents. You people don't raise cane because you need it to go to work. You need the money to buy groceries, your rent, your house payment. You need it. And it's time for your people to speak up and complain. If they have the gas down to around $2, you know how much more money they would make? They would sell more gasoline. You raise the price, people won't fill their gas tanks up. Common sense. Common sense, people. And maybe I should mention some girls' name. Well, I'm not going to say girlfriends or ex-wives or brother or sister. Okay, let's start out with Rita, Carol, Betty, Janice, Debbie. There's a bunch of more. Lisa, Kelly. That's a whole lot of people's names to mention. And Lynn, Marilyn. But that's how come I said foxy ladies. Because your ladies on YouTube is foxy. On TikTok, well, it's the weather before I came live was 27 degrees here where I live. It's cold. And the cats is in the cage outside. It's a big dog cage with some straw and a nice blanket or real fluffy carpet with a heat lamp on it. Boots, one of the original mama cats, she been sleeping in there every night. Her baby's been in there with her. When I go to the windows, I said, hi, babies, where they get used to my voice, where they won't be scaredy cats. Because every one of Boots' babies she had over the years is scaredy cats, because she don't have them on the porch or back in the shed where, there's a tow truck that, because I have them born underneath the porch. They hear my voice. They used to my voice. But Boots, I guess she's getting older. Since it's cold, she never had babies this time of year. She always had her babies in the summer. But she's learning at her old age of about 8 years old. She might have another 5 or 8 years to live. Boots is the gray cat with white feet. That's Boots. I lost 3 mama cats. Number 1 mother cat, the mother of the 4 baby cats that she brought over here when I first moved in and left them there. Every time she would cross the road and come down the hill, some of those babies would get run over. I tried to do the best of my ability, people. I tried my best. It's not up to me to judge you what you have done in your past. We have the right to change. A second chance. Like I say, I wasn't perfect when I was young. I was into drugs, alcohol. I'm telling the truth, but I've been sober from alcohol and drugs 25 plus years. There's no drugs, no alcohol except what the doctor gives me. No marijuana, no bottle of acid, no beer, no whiskey, no vodka, slow gin, Boone's Farm wine, stuff like that. I've been sober. I got 2 shots of moonshine in the icebox that's been in there 8 years. I have not touched it. I know it's in there, in the bottle. 2 shots that I haven't touched. I don't want to because of the medicine that I take. I can't. Because medicine, if you take medicine, you can't drink alcohol. I take diabetes medicine, heart medicine, cholesterol medicine. I take aspirin. I took all my medicine right after I got out of the... Okay, you take it easy, grandson. Take care of your family. Take care of your other grandpa. Make sure you got the wood all split and clean the ashes out of your stove. People who live in Alaska and Canada, it is cold. It is cold, people. If we drove our cars to Canada, our things would freeze up because the antifreeze they have in Canada and Alaska is nothing like we got here. It's a different type of antifreeze. And probably oil for your engine too, and transmission, I would say, from what I've been told by 709. And I did go to the bank. I did go to Tractor Supply. I told you about what the price I pay for a 44-pound bag of food. About $30 for a bag. last month I bought 2 bags, and it was with Indiana sales tax about $65, 64 something. So I rounded off to 65. So today I bought 2 44-pound bags of cat food. And I told you all about the horse pellets that they use to bed horses down that you can use for cat litter. And the guy behind me had 2 bags of horse pellets. That's about $5 a bag, give or take a little. And he used it for his kitty cats. I said, you must be watching YouTube. Because when I saw it, there was a lady on there talking about using those horse pellets from Tractor Supply for the cat litter. People, you know, if you got cats and you got cat litter, every time you open the door, you know when you got kitty cats in the house. By using those horse pellets, thank you for the hearts. And by using those pine horse pellets, Tractor Supply, maybe Orchland might carry the same thing. I don't know. And it's pine scented, and it don't smell like cat litter. That pellets turns into sawdust and all that. You can use that in your flower bed. You can use it in your flower bed. You know, maybe you have to put a little bit. You get your cat litter box. You use one of them. Hello, 709. Jacob just asked if I heard from you. I said, yeah, he was in here last night. And I said, did you kitty cats have any problems starting to use the horse pellets? He said, no, they got in it. He said, you'd be surprised by using those pine-scented horse pellets from Tractor Supply, people. I'm not getting paid for it. If you got kitty cats and you got a Tractor Supply store there where you live, buy a bag of those horse pellets. That's only around $5. And you use those large cups you get from fast food restaurants. And you put about 2 cups of those horse pellets in the cat box. And you'd be surprised the difference it is between the horse pellets and cat litter. Cat litter, you will smell the kitty cats. By using those horse pellets from Tractor Supply, like I say, I'm not getting paid for it. Yeah, like I say, you use those pellets, you use them in your flower bed. It is cleaner than cat litter, people. If you people got kitty cats who's watching my YouTube channel, if you got Tractor Supply where you live or close to you, it's pine scented, it smells like pine. You put 2 cups, the large cups that you get at the fast food, and just sprinkle 2 cups in the cat box. You might have to sprinkle a cup of cat litter in it. Besides that, those horse pellets is cheaper than cat litter. I paid at Tractor Supply about $5 a bag. And today, people, like I said, I bought 2 44-pound bags of cat food. That's 88 pounds of cat food. And I bought a bag of horse pellets. And I was surprised. It cost me $64 and something. I don't know if I got a discount or maybe since it's Christmas, they drop it down or somebody, hello there, what's going on? Nothing. I'm trying to, explain people who got killed. I think I remember you. And, it's better to use cat pellets. You see the difference of smelling between cat litter and horse pellets. Horse pellets, when you're outside and open the door and come in, you're not going to smell the cat box like you would with cat litter. You all people that got cats, you know what I'm talking about. And thanks to a lady on you. Yeah, it is. If they cover it up, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I got to clean the cat box out tomorrow, either in the morning or when I get back from the road trip. My son has a doctor appointment tomorrow. He has a doctor appointment Friday. I guess Saturday I'm going to have to go to my drugstore and take my medicine and show them that I still got refills. But thanks to Walgreens in Charlestown, they told that other drugstore that I didn't have any refills left at all. You people that works in drugstores or know people, is that common when you transfer a prescription that you have zero refills when you transfer it when you know you got refills? I got refills on my Ozempic. I got refills on this and that. But Walgreens, when they sent it to the new drugstore, has zero refills. Is that common? Your people that's in the field of drugstores, is that common for that to happen? Walgreens is Walgreens, but people, they piss me off. My doctor writes out my subscription for 3 months, even my Ozempic. But Walgreens made a rule up, so we only going to give you 1 month's supply, even when the prescription is wrote for 3 months. All my medicine is written for 3 months. As you all know, drugstores don't make any money when they do the 3 months. They get paid on every month's prescription. I don't like what Walgreens is doing. I walked in there with my son. You can see the lady behind the counter back there where the prescriptions is you pick up. You can tell they wasn't happy. Walgreens in Charlestown, Indiana is the one that screwed up. Not me. They did. My son had a subscription for 30 days. Well, Walgreens in Charlestown decided to do a 1-week supply. That means you have to go every week because they make money that way. To me, that's illegal. I don't like people that cheats customers. Yeah. Kids, I'm going to call you Kid Shot. If you got Tractor Supply It's it's in a green plastic bag. It's pine scented. And you put about 2 cups, those large cups you get at fast food, and you put those in a cat box, a regular sized cat box. You kind of spread it out. Some cats will go in it automatically. Some won't. You got to sprinkle a little cat litter in it where they know it's a cat box. And you people will see the difference if you use those horse pells bedding, which, smells like pine. I'm not getting paid from Tractor Supply for this. But I'm trying to help you kitty cat owners out. Well, I know it's not Orscheln. It's Boongard, or it used to be Orscheln. They might carry that, that horse pellet pine. I don't know, but I usually stop there at Tractor Supply, which is south of me in Salisbury, Indiana, on Highway 311 and Highway 60. And, I'm trying to help you people learn about kitty cats. And if your pets, dogs or cats, or whatever you got as a pet in the house, if they've been doing something weird that they've never done before, okay, when you're having good, Mel, maybe I might come over and eat if something's good. As long as it ain't any kind of fish. I don't like fish. What are you going to have, fried chicken? I had Red Baron brick oven pizza tonight for supper. Oh, that just remind me. You just remind me. Well, I was at the JC store in Charleston / Kroger's. They had Wendy's hamburger. They had Wendy's hamburger. Package, with the Wendy's paper, the little square hamburgers. You just remind me. I'm going to go in there after I get off and fix me a Wendy's hamburger in the skillet. I know it's not like it's on the grill, and fries. The only way I can cook fries, people, if I had a pan, I got to put oil in it and let the fries or onion rings do it. Well, when Wendy's first came out back in the 70s or 80s, some 70s, I would say, I always stop at Wendy's there in Clarksville, Indiana. Got me a triple with cheese, ketchup, onion, mustard, and pickles. Triple. No, I never have. That's another thing I have to do. Buy me a can of sauerkraut and get hot dogs and put hot dogs into the sauerkraut. And that's how my mom used to fix sauerkraut, with hot dogs. It's about time for me to do that again. I do that. Next trip to the grocery store will be on the 7th. And I buy me some more Pepsi Zero. I've never tried that. I will. I'm going to have to try that. My mom and grandma used to can sauerkraut out of the garden. It's better when you get in the grocery store, people. You know, food in the grocery store costs a whole lot of money. I know grocery stores hate. I will. I will give it a try. I've kind of began to be like my son, hamburgers. I don't put it on bun. I used to put it on bread, but I cut my bread out. I just put the hamburger on the plate, and I would try that. It'd be probably next week. I'll try that next week, people. And I'd give that a try. I fix the sauerkraut with the hot dogs. That way it'd be nice and hot. Then find me a Wendy's hamburger and do that. And I'm going to try it. Mel, you're going to have to remind me because I know I will forget. Bread, people, puts weight on you. I cut my bread. I used to buy 2 loaves of bread a week. And now I'm down to 2 loaves of bread a month. Really, that's too much bread for an old man. And sometimes, people, I have trouble with my throat. What's that called? Esophagus. Sometimes it wants to close up. And instead of drinking a Coke or a Pepsi or whatever, mostly Pepsi or pineapple juice, I always drink water to help wash it down after I eat. Or maybe drink some water before I eat. And, but the snow is kind of melting, but it's still around 27 degrees. Paid my electric bill. It was about I want to say $27. Well, I'm going to try to keep it maybe an hour or so. I know I'm going to go over my hour. I might stretch it to 2 hours tonight. Because people, I'm bored. Don't have a girlfriend. I kind of wish maybe an ex-wife would call me, email me, or something like that. Anybody who has my phone number. And if you're in my contacts, I will answer the phone. But I get so many scam calls like you people does. And I get tired of answering it. So I made a voicemail. I said, if you don't leave your name and phone number, you could consider a scam and you will be blocked and reported. Because well, I used to have it, but since I'm on my cell phone, it's only got 64 megabytes. You all younger people knows what it is. And I don't know if I have Snapchat on my computer or not. I can't remember if I ever had it on my new computer. But people, I'm hoping Santa Claus will bring me a new laptop with 1 gigabyte of hard drive, a good graphics card, plenty of RAM. It don't have to be HP. It could be one of them, Leno, LEN, whatever. It could be another computer brand. But thanks to your young people on here, and you know what I do on my YouTube channel, you know what I'm trying to do. You told me I need 1 gigabyte, a good graphics card, plenty of RAM, because I'm trying to learn how to edit, videos that I go out and record and all this with the GoPro and all this. And I just could not get the hang. That's funny. My son knows a little bit about computers. And I tell you people, I want you to be wary of PC online people. I got maybe ransomware or whatever you call it. And I did not have McAfee on my computer. After a couple of months, McAfee kept popping up. You couldn't exit out. You couldn't hit the escape button. You couldn't do nothing. It was right there in front of you. Well, you had to click like you're going to buy it. Then you could X out after maybe 5 or 10 times. My computer quit charging. It shut down. Because PC Online wanted me to buy McAfee. Hey, people, I'm on a fixed income. I had my own virus and malware. I got my own that I know I can trust. I used to have McAfee. But since PC Online was holding me hostage, I can't do nothing. It won't charge. It'll come on, then it goes off. That's what I've been told by computer experts. What I would have to do is wipe the whole hard drive and reload Windows from new Windows. That way you won't be held hostage. If you don't believe me about PC Online, how dumb they are, crooked they are, go to your search engine, type in PC Online, and scroll down to the BBB, the Better Business Bureau. You see hundreds and hundreds of complaints against them. And you try to say you spend $2,000 on a computer, and you turn it back in. You think you're going to get all your money back. That's a joke and a half. You're going to get about $200 back, maybe $300. The rest of it's restocking fee. Like I say, do what I say. If you don't believe me, I try to be honest on my YouTube channel. I try to be honest with you people. That's how come my YouTube channel is different from other people. I'm just an old man passing the time away to talk to you, to educate you. Even if I buy something new, I show you how it works, or have I had any problems, this and that. I try to teach you all what to look for. And do your homework, research on anything you buy. I'm trying to teach you that. I'm trying to teach you younger people that to be careful. And I saw on the news today, as you heard me talk about Jeffersonville High School having cameras in the bathroom, in the boys' bathroom, recording things in the bathroom. You guys know if you have to do number one, you don't sit on the toilet like the ladies does. And and I don't know how many states, but here in Indiana, you can't have a cell phone in school anymore. I don't know how many states that has it. You can't have a cell phone in schools anymore. Well, this kid recorded in the bathroom. To me, that is illegal when the state of Indiana passed a law and the school corporation says no cell. There's two laws they're breaking. One, they got cameras in the bathroom. If this is going on in Jeffersonville, Indiana High School, known as the Red Devil, how many other schools throughout the United States that has cameras in the boys and girls' bathroom? I don't mind the cameras out in the hallway or in the classroom, the lunchroom, the principal office, on school buses. I'm okay with it. But in the bathroom is a no-no. That's what you call it, voyeurism, something like that. How many parents that got kids or grandkids or great-grandkids that goes to Jeffersonville High School in Jeffersonville, Indiana? How many of you people here got family that lives in Jeffersonville, Indiana? Just think about it, people. That is illegal to have cameras in a bathroom. In any place. It's illegal. That's not a First Amendment rights. That kid at the teacher joke. He was smoking Mary Jane. He tried to fight the teacher. The video that was released today to the local news stations show that he was fighting the teacher. The teacher was defending himself. But your people, I know your younger people are smarter than me. You computer techs. You know there's an instrument that you can buy that will predict if you got cameras in the motel room or in your car or this and that. To me, that is illegal. Your parents, it's in the greater Clark County schools here in Indiana, should hire a lawyer and sue them. That's not a First Amendment rights. You boys, you stand up to do number one. Do number two, you sit down, you shut the door. But when you're standing up, those cameras will see the boys doing their thing. People, that's voyeurism. I guess those Jeffersonville High School is sex predators, I would say. I leave it up to you. And I carried 2 44-pound bags of cat food in. And I carry that big bag Tractor Supply horse pellets, a pine scented. And my back's still hurting, but I took my pain medicine for my arthritis. I gotta put my socks on, my feet's getting cold. And I'm gonna, like I say, I'm gonna try that Wendy's hamburger. See if it probably don't taste like Wendy's, but maybe, you know, I don't have the onions, the pickles, this and that to do that. But I have ate Wendy's regular hamburger without nothing. I will find out tonight. I will find out tonight. I think I'll make me a double Wendy's hamburger. No, people, I'm not getting paid to sponsor it. I'll probably let you know tomorrow how those hamburgers turn out. And give it a try. I'm willing to try anything once, except fish. I don't like the smell of fish. You all remember KETV/PBS. I know the old man's dead. He had a show that he was using Cajun stuff to fix all the food. Man, that guy made me hungry. I don't know if you can find Cajun mixes in groceries. We used to have it. You know, my Uncle Pete, he would cook fish in a big thing boiler with oil. He mixed all the Cajun mixes with it. And it was good. That's how people, I know I need a hillbilly foxy lady. Thanks to Mel, she gave me an idea. Ladies, you got to be computer smart. You got to be computer smart to help me out. I also wanted to thank your people that subscribe to my channel. I can't forget you. We are family. Not blood family, but we're YouTube family. Just like people who's on your YouTube channel. That's your family. They follow you a lot. So that's your YouTube family. I appreciate my YouTube family. I appreciate you all very well. But like I said, people, it's not up to me to judge you. It's not up to me to judge you. Who is it up to? It's God. It's God to judge you. He's the judge, he's the jury, he's the prosecutor, he's the public defender, he's 5-0. He's all of them rolled into one. I don't judge you. You know, I might not like what you've done. Like, there's 2 people that have been kicked off of my channel. They kind of smart aleck. I see you back. I don't want your grandpa, your dad, and mom get on you, but you make sure you do your work. Help clean the house up. He was in here. 709 was in here. And you new moderators. You know what my YouTube stands for. And you know I had 4 heart attacks, high blood pressure. I don't put up with no bull crap. If somebody start talking about killing cats and eating them, then you you put them in timeout at least 30 minutes. If they come back and do it again, me and my #1 moderator, we kick them off of my channel. And you don't argue. That's one thing I don't go with, is arguing on my YouTube channel. And the one foxy lady, you should start, I know you don't have any videos on your YouTube channel yet. Do a YouTube video when the family gets together at Christmas, when the kids and grandkids and great-grandkids show up. Do a video. And another thing, people, you can do a video on. The dad and the mom, do a video on your family medical history, like high blood pressure, diabetes, heart attacks, strokes. That's what I'm talking about, family history, the dad and the mom. You kids needs to know what the family medical history, because your kids, you're going to inherit something from both of you. You know, when you go to the doctor or the hospital, they want to know your family medical history. It helps them out to diagnose what's wrong with you. I'm not a doctor or a nurse. This is just what I've been through. And I'm trying to teach you all younger people stuff to help you start a YouTube. When I first started a year ago doing live stream this time of the month, these see, that's one thing. Thank you, Jacob. God wants everybody to be treated nice. Your people here on my YouTube that's watching now or later, you try to treat the people good. I know some is a-holes out there. And then they get treated back the same way. But I try to treat all people the same, with respect, trying to be nice. Just like when I'm out, I see, like today, saw a guy that was a few years older than me. I said, "Hello, young man." He said, "Thank you." He told me, I said, "You're just a few years older than me." I said, "That's how my mom and dad taught me growing up, to respect people." There's this old lady back in the summer, I think, walking out to her car. She was parked close to me. I said, "Hello, young lady." She might have been maybe 80. I'm just guessing. I said, "Hello, young lady." She, "Thank you, sir," and gave me a big hug. Man, that made me feel good. That's what I'm trying to teach you all, to respect people. You people knows in your neighborhood that had heart attacks, strokes, high blood pressure, diabetes. You know what's wrong with your neighbors. Check on your neighbors. Some states got snow. They can't clean the driveway off or the sidewalk off. I know you expect the money, but God wants you to help them old people out. You know, that's what God wants. Could God really reward you But sometimes, Jacob, I can be an a-hole. I can be an a-hole sometimes if you really get me upset. And I try to be nice. I try to not cuss, but you got trolls on my YouTube channel that knows how to flip my trigger. It does make me mad. And thanks to my good moderators that I've chosen, they can put him in timeout and delete their comment. If I don't like it, I put him in timeout 30 minutes or more. Because I don't want to put up with bullcrap. I don't care what happens on other YouTube channels. I'm earning my way on YouTube, being polite and nice to all your people, no matter what color your skin is or what country you're from. I'm not a hater. I'm not racist. Because black people, white people, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, that don't like other races. But they forget, and Jews, we got one thing in common you all don't think about. We have red blood. We have red blood going through our skin. It's not black blood. It's not white blood. It's not Mexican blood, Chinese blood. It's red. But there's different types of red blood. And that's one thing we got in common. That's good. If you got good parents, people, they teach you from right to wrong. They try to teach you how to clean the house up, even the boys. They teach you how to wash clothes. They teach you how to cook and wash dishes. Why do they teach you younger people that? Because one day you might meet your mate. You know, you can get to a man's stomach if you're a good cook. Even the guys, there's guys out there, it's better cook than women. And you got to think about it. That's how come your parents tried to teach you. Some of you go to church and some of you don't. If you don't go to church, it's okay. You can watch it on TV like I do. But different stations got church on stations, or it's on the radio. Or I used to run Bob Joyce on Sunday nights around 7 p.m. I like Bob Joyce. But the views I was getting was, in a way, wasting my time. Because if people really believes in God, I sure have a whole lot of people viewing my church videos. But it didn't happen. And I told people, if I don't get at least 100 views, I get anywhere from 10 to 25 views a week. You know, I take my time out trying to teach you all about God, what God wants. Bob Joyce is a good preacher. I like his clothes. He's not dressed up in a suit and tie like other preachers. You Jews or Catholic, I like how he dresses. He makes you feel comfortable. In Benton, Arkansas, where his church is. I think it's Benton, Arkansas. And I'm trying to help you younger people. And you believe in God, people, That means you believe in God 24/7. Not just going to church on Sundays, you walk out the door and the devil's out there grabbing your back. That means God wants you to believe in Him 24/7. That's what God wants, people. God wants you to help people. And you people that got your own YouTube channel, you probably got a Bible there with you. Maybe you can read a few Bible scriptures to your fans. You might pick up more people, or you might, you never know until you try. I don't have a Bible in the house. But when I was married to some of those ladies, I had a Bible. When I got baptized, I had a Bible. When I was married to Lynn, John 3:16, that's a good Bible for, I forget how it goes, but that was one of my favorites when I was young. You know, if I was on my computer, I could use my cell phone. I could use my cell phone to look up Bible verses or have an app for it. Or maybe, you younger people that got these smart TVs. Is there an app, I probably could look later, that you can download an app on your smart TV? You got a whole lot of apps. Is there an app on these smart TVs that has Bible verses? I'm asking you younger people. I like I say, when it comes to electronics, my CPU is not too good. I don't know anything on these smart things. I know you can download it on a computer. You can download it on the cell phone. But I'm thinking, I like iPhone, people. I like iPhones. But I'm mad because Apple wants to charge you for their apps, while the Android phones, you don't. They do on some, but not like Apple. You know, on the Android, you get apps that cleans out your cache, this and that. They'll wipe that out. That way you won't use your 64 megabytes of whatever you call it in these cell phones. People, when you're looking at a cell phone, do your research. You can go up to 1 gigabyte on your cell phone. That's going to cost you more money. I think the next step is 512. Need something at least 512 on your cell phone. Remember, people, it's just like a computer. You have to update everything on your cell phone. And your computer and cell phone, people, is there something that I can plug into my cell phone? Probably have to have where you're going to have to plug in 2 cords. One to keep your phone charged. Yeah, there is Amish people that lives maybe 5 to 10 miles north of me in Scott County on Leota Road. Come on, move my feet out of the way, Alex. That's a good girl. I had to move my feet out of the way where Alex jumped from my dresser over to my bed. Usually she'd jump over the bed, then jump down the floor. But anybody who got dogs, cats, or got any pets in the house or outside or on the farm, they love you very much. I've seen cows, horses, and goats and chickens. It'll come up and and ducks. It'll come up and love you just like a cat or a dog. If you got animals in the house, people, and all once their attitude change, you know, and you get thinking, I'm not a psychiatrist or a cat whisperer or a dog whisperer, but I have helped a family out that had a cat. She was an a-hole. And since I told them what to do with that cat, the cat changed a little bit. They go back into a loving mood. But the owner of the cat said in the previous life, the cat must have been a serial killer. The cat kind of looked at you like they want to kill you, you know. But I've been watching TikTok videos, people. If you got TikTok, you see the girls kiss like a silverback, then their mate comes up and smack the crap out of them. Or be a male orangutan and his mate come up and beat the crap. You know, they're kind of like humans. They get jealous too. Just like your pets in the house. They get jealous. They all want loving. I share my loving with all the kitty cats. Inside and outside. I treat them all equal. No matter if they're tomcats or female cats. You right there, Jacob. And as I told you, people, this is the month of December. People's not going to feel too good. Because, you know, you all get together on Christmas. Maybe at your parents' house or brother's house or sister. They passed away. It's not the same. It's not the same for me. Because I miss going to Dad and Mom's on Christmas. It tears me up. There's people that died on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, sometime in the month of December. It's a bad time for them. You know, I never did like Christmas. I tell you why I don't like Christmas. It's my birthday. My birthday's after Christmas. I've always got my birthday presents on Christmas. And, you know, like I say, I'm gonna be in a bad mood. The closer it gets to Christmas, I'm gonna be down in the dumps. It's up to your people here on YouTube to help me. And I'm gonna try my best to try to be nice. I don't have a girlfriend. Will any foxy lady come and see me around Christmas? I know my ex-wife, I'm not going to mention her name. She might get mad if I did, but I call all ladies, foxy ladies. Skinny, beanpole, skinny, chubby, fat, and extra fat. I call you all foxy ladies. I told you people what I like to have for Christmas. I told you I like to have over 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. That way I can start getting super chats. As I tell you, I've told you in the past, I'm not going to charge you a membership fee. I can use the extra money. But I'm not like any other YouTuber. Got good content. But I'm not going to charge you a membership fee when I get monetized with my 1,000 subscribers. Right now, people, on views. I told you the other day it was 100,000. I checked it today. I'm 101,000 views on my YouTube channel. Thank you. Thank you. Like New Year's Eve. Since it's New Year's Eve, I might be on for hours New Year's Eve where I can talk to your people, where I can be here to help you. And Christmas, I done told Santa Claus what I want. I've told you all what I told Santa Claus. It'd be nice if I had a good-looking, foxy lady. I've saw videos, I think, on TikTok. Very nice girls. They act like they're deaf mute. And deaf mutes, they make a pretty good girlfriend. I had one, I said I was married. One ex-wife said no. But then they had common law wife you had to live with, but I don't think they have it anymore. And we had 4 kids. Another kid was deaf mute. She was a hell of a cook. She was a good woman, a good house cleaner. She was a good mother. I kind of like to have another deaf mute. But what I seen on TikTok, they were pretty good looking, but not in my age range, at least 30 years old. 20 years old, I don't know if I would go that young. But you ladies, I gotta be happy. I gotta be happy. No arguing, no smoking, no illegal drugs, no alcohol. And no arguing, because we all have to get along. No matter where you are on this planet, what country you're from. But let's kind of recap on Walgreens in Charlestown, Indiana. How they screwed me again. Thanks to my son telling me what app to download for that new drugstore. Found out when they transferred my medicine, it said said 0 refills. That's a lie. I checked my pill bottles. I got refills. So that means I have to take my medicine to the drugstore, which will probably be Saturday. It depends on if it snows or how cold it is. And have them explain to me why there ain't no refills. That's, I want somebody in, what Walgreens did to me, they're a-holes. I don't care about Walgreens. They're no good. All they're there is to make money. They don't make that much money on a 90-day supply of medicine. They do it for 30 days or by the week like they did my son. The prescription was written up for 30 days. They decided to do it by the week. Because they make more money by doing that. That's Walgreens' policy to make money. I can't go for that bull crap, people. That's Walgreens in Charlestown. But maybe all Walgreens does it. I don't know. You people in the field, you know what I'm talking about. I've talked to people that told me they don't make money on a 90-day supply. 30 days, every 30 days they make money. And to me, they're crooks, they're thieves, they're a-holes, whatever you want to call them. If your insurance would pay for 90 days, you should get 90 days. But that's how Walgreens in Charlestown treated me. And I did transfer it to another drugstore. If they do the same thing, I transfer it to another drugstore. But I checked with 2 different drugstores. They agree with me. They agree with me. They said if the subscription is 90 days, you would get 90 days. Unless they don't have enough in stock, but they have it on back order, and you get your 90 days supply. But Walgreens, they don't care about your people. As long as your doctor writes the scripts out for 90 days, your insurance pays 90 days. People, your insurance drug plan, they rather have you do 90 days instead of 30 days because it saves the insurance company money. Use common sense. It saves the insurance company money. You can check it out, people, if you don't believe me. I try to be truthful. If I'm wrong, I admit I'm wrong. But my insurance company said we pay for 90 days. What Walgreens is doing to me was wrong. I call it screwing the insurance company. Exactly what I call it. Taking advantage of Medicaid, Medicare, scamming them. I'm not done with Walgreens yet. I'm going to turn them into the pharmacy board. I let them handle Walgreens. And like I said, I don't put up with crap. I like to have a foxy lady who has a nurse. But why would a nurse go out with somebody like me on a fixed income, not that smart, not computer smart, don't have the money. Why would a nurse want to date somebody like me? Just think about it. Long as they treat you good, people, male and female, as long as you get treated like you're human. No fighting. I was watching Steve Wilco on TV, and his girlfriend was 9 months pregnant. He was drunk, hit her in the belly, killed her baby. She had a miscarriage. He got arrested. The dumb lady bailed him out of jail. I would lift his rear end in jail to teach him a lesson. Guys, you don't hit a lady. Why hasn't the prosecutor of that state charged him with murder of that baby was inside of that woman? She was 9 months pregnant when she lost that baby. That's murder or manslaughter, whatever you call it. That is wrong. Guys, you don't beat the hell out of a woman. Ladies, men ain't gonna admit it. But I know some ladies that beats the crap out of their husband. Some men deserve it. But men won't report it to the police because the men, that's the men thing. They're not men if they report it. But you all treat everybody good, respect, be polite. Don't put anybody down. Be nice to your girlfriend, boyfriend. Even if you split up, everybody deserves a second chance. You hear it, all you foxy ladies or future girlfriends. I know some of your ex-wives on here that's divorced, you said no, you wouldn't take him back, or the guys didn't say anything. But if I was on the computer, I have a thing up where we see what the percentage of the women that would take the husbands or boyfriends, what's the percentage? But I can't do it on my cell phone. But it's time for me to get off of here, go fix those Wendy's hamburgers, and see if I can do it right. See if it tastes like Wendy's without no bread. I'm going to give that a try. That's all I can do is try it. So with people, be safe when you're out there on the road. Make sure you record, even if you go for a walk with your pets or your kids. Make sure you record. You can buy those cameras like the police where you can put it on your jacket. Protect you and your family. If you're in the automobile, get your dash cam where you can record. Or you can use your cell phone camera record when you're driving. Please record for your safety and your family's safety. It's your right to protect you and your family when you're out. And if you can afford it, people, put cameras on your house, on your porch, your garage, if you have a garage, and have a camera in your house facing your front door. That I would allow, that's something to think about. You can check around what the best cameras to use. 4K, infrared with audio and video, GPS on it, timestamp. You know, I want you all to protect yourself. What's some of those HOA videos? You might can learn something. I got cameras outside. My neighbor's got cameras. The neighbor across the road got cameras. Everybody's watching everybody. And I want you all to be careful. And I always say, think a nurse and a doctor. A nurse in the doctor's office. Thinking for the service. If you're in the hospital, think a nurse. A nurse in the hospital, they do go through a lot. Oh. I have problems. You know, I can only lay down so long. I can only sit up so long. Oh, Lordy. You know, I got to move my tripod over. And that's what, protect yourself. Another thing, people, you hear me talk about St. Jude's Hospital. The kids that got cancer. You can donate to St. Jude's Hospital. Another thing you can donate to is Wounded Warriors. Let's help our veterans out. Send my 5 brothers and sisters. And that's what I want you all to do. You got the Humane Society you could donate to. Let's stop those kill shelters. Especially, all animals that's in those dog pounds or kennels, whatever you want to call them, they have rights. They have the right to a lawyer. They have the right to appeal. I know they're animals, but you'd be surprised. I treat my kitty cats like they're human. I respect what they do. So the animals that's in a shelter or a dog pound, let's stop those kill shelters. Do it peaceful. I don't like kill shelters. And I hate going to a dog pound animal shelter. You see those cats and dogs. If I had the money, I would adopt every one of them. I probably have over 1,000 animals. Because I don't want to see any dog or cat get killed. They didn't do nothing wrong. They didn't do nothing wrong, people. It makes me mad. Because those animals is God's creatures. Those doctors or whoever kills those dogs and cats or whatever, God is going to take care of them. Because those is God's creatures. God didn't put them on the planet to get the death sentence. God don't like those kill shelters. And you all people smarter than I am. You know who to talk to. You got good YouTube channel. You got good followers. I like to see some other YouTube channels talk about that. Because they got a whole lot of subscribers, a whole lot of views. Hello, hearts. I love you too. That's what I like to see. Hello, doctor. You're the only one on here right now. And, you know, it just kills me. I know, you know, those kill shelters, I don't like them. God doesn't like those kill shelters. That's his animals, his people, his kids. You people that really believes in God. No, 709's off by now. He might be, he's back. And God to take care of those people in those kill shelters that puts those cats and dogs or whoever down. Hello, Justin. How you doing? I saw your video. What was it, yesterday, or did you do one today? Hey, people, you see Justin? Boy, you moving up. Okay, people, you see, I'm going to spell it. It's Justin, RERTOST Stuff Channel. Justin Retro Stuff Channel. Go to his YouTube channel. Let's help him get his subscribers up. You know, he's pretty good. Some of his videos kind of short. He does videos on movies that he watch. And I think he does some on games that he plays. And Justin gives out a whole lot of shout outs. Just like Austin Garrett. You know, there's people that watch this and, you know, Justin, like I said, Justin got good videos. You know, sometimes, you know, I get notification about Justin, but I'm usually watching YouTube or I'm watching the TV up there, all of this. But I do watch everybody's videos sometime within 24 hours. And people, I want you to go to 709 concert videos. He got some good videos. 709 lives in Canada. He shows you about Canada, people. And RM, who's a nurse in Canada. And you got Jacob, who's in Canada. I got about 4 or 5 people from Canada on here. They're great people in Canada. I've learned something, but I've watched videos of Canada. Thanks to 709 telling me about that. Vermont. Half of Vermont's in Canada. It's right there on the border. I'm going to use this for a figure of speech. Say you go northbound, you're in Vermont in the USA. If you go southbound, you're in Canada. I bet comes tax times, you know, you live like it on the border. I bet it'll screw your taxes up. Are you going to pay Vermont taxes? Or are you going to pay Canada taxes? You know, plus you got dual citizenship. Just like Jacob, he lived close to New York border. And, you know, that's just something to think about. I guarantee you, he shows your doctor, he shows you the animals he got up there where he lives in Canada. He just got back from St. John's there in Canada, which St. John's is where they film Hudson and Rex, which I boycott them because what they done to Charlie Hudson, known as John Redden, the actor, they fired him because he had cancer. People, when you got an actor that gets sick, there'll be more people to watch your channel. When they fired Charlie because he had cancer, yeah, I do boycott Hudson and Rex. They come on Monday morning, about 11 o'clock Central Time. Stay on maybe 12, 14 hours. I won't watch it. They come on Saturdays. I won't watch it. Yeah, make sure you videotape at 7:09. Especially that young lady you had in your video that has a short haircut and all in white clothes. I fell in love with her. She got a great singing voice. You people thinking of retiring, you might want to look into moving to Canada. They got better medical coverage than what we got here in the USA. Plus, your money's worth more in Canada than it is here in the USA. I can take one I get a month here in the USA, move to Canada. I'd be rich. I'd be rich in Canada. The rent's about the same, you know, about a 3-bedroom house in Canada. I could get that wrong, maybe $1,200. Even a 1-bedroom house here, I love all of their bodies. I love all their bodies. Well, I do see hockey on TV, but I don't know what country it's from. I guess they play hockey here. Yeah. Like the last time I paid rent, people, it was $350 a month. When I moved here 8 years ago, the rent back there went up to $500 to $2,000 a month. How can somebody my age on a fixed income can afford to pay $12,000 to $1,500 a month? I can't do that. I can't do it, people. I want to give your younger people an idea. Maybe buy a house or going to build a house. I want you all to really think about when you buy a house or build you a house. I know a slab house is cheaper. You need a house that has a crawl space or a basement. I know a basement will cost more. Well, that too. And people, I tell you about those slab houses. That's one thing you really think about before you decide to build your slab house or buy your slab house. Okay, under that slab, you got your water lines, your gas line, your sewer line. What else? I don't know. Maybe electric lines. Say your water line breaks or your sewer line breaks or the gas line gets a leak in it. Do you have $20,000 to $60,000? Think about it, people. I'm telling you the truth. If that water line breaks underneath that slab, how it's going, like I said, cost you $20,000 to $60,000, where they have to dig underneath that slab to replace that water line. Just think about it before you think of either buying your house with a slab or you're going to build a house. Make sure if you're going to build your house, it'll have a crawl space underneath, at least two feet crawl space, or a basement. I know a basement costs more, but it makes your house worth more. But I want you all to try to save money. I know you're trying to save money building a house, but get thinking, if you build a slab house or going to buy a slab house, do you have the $20,000 to $60,000 to have a person that can dig underneath that slab? Just think about it. Use common sense. I got a crawl space underneath my house. Everything's insulated. The pipes is insulated. The walls is insulated. You know, just think about it. I'm not lying to you, people. What happens if that water line or gas line or sewer line, whatever line it's underneath that slab, happen to break or leak? Just think about it. I want you to really think about it. Do you all have the extra $20,000 to $60,000 for somebody to dig underneath your slab? Just think about it. I'm trying to save you all some money. You might have homeowners insurance, but read the fine print, because some of these home warranties will screw you. That's a fact. Mine was home something. They screwed me, but I had to go back in my emails and look it up. I'm trying to help your younger people out, might thinking of buying some property and build your house. You don't want a slab house. You want a crawl space or a basement underneath your house. I'm trying to help you younger people out. And that's what I want to do. That's what us old people try to do, to educate you where you save money. That's what I want to do. Try to help your younger people to save money. It could happen to your slab house, people. It could happen. Anything could happen underneath that slab. How do they put screws? They put 2x12s or 2x6s down around the foundations. I seen some houses slab homes I wouldn't touch. And you gotta have your house well insulated. You want spray foam insulation. I guess the cell foam. Thank you for the hearts. And I'm trying to help you all younger people out. Try to help you save money. And that's what I'm trying to do. Help out the younger people. I like this house that I bought 8 years ago. The only thing I don't like, the kitchen ain't big enough. I don't have a garage. It had everything else that I wanted. It didn't have a garage, but when they remodeled it, they kind of put spring insulation in. It's really well insulated. When the temperature gets down to the single digit, my electric bill will go up. That's what I got central heat. I got what they call a train heat pump. Air conditioning and heat pump. And, I was kind of weary of the heat pump when I bought this house. I heard stories that scared me to death. Electric bills, $1,000, $1,500. And a heat pump is better than a gas furnace or LP, because you always smell that gas. You're going to get sick. Your doctor bills is going up. Get your a unit. It don't have to be trained heat pump and air conditioning. But I kind of like the train heat pump that I got. And you also got to keep your filters changed. And you got to have your technician come out, check your heat pump or your furnace. And when you have a heat pump like that, you got to guarantee your house is well insulated. That's how come if you're going to build your house, people, you want to make sure you use that spray foam insulation. Because that spray foam insulation, I guess they call it a closed foam insulation, it gets all the cracks. They spray foam around your doors before they put the trim up. The windows, they spray foam. Keeps all the cold air from coming in and all the hot air going out. I got double pane windows in this house. I didn't know they make triple pane. That'd probably be better. You know, I'm trying to teach you people some good information. And, you know, I like this house I live in southern Indiana. It's now worth, in the 8 years I live here, about $185,000. And that's what it's worth now. But I didn't pay that. I paid around $48,000 to $52,000 for it. Now it's worth I think 185. So it's a good investment. But that's how come people, I want 1,000 subscribers where I get monetized. Use that money to put a new roof on my house. It'd be a metal roof, which they have to take the old roof off. Miniature homes. Well, this house, you could say it's classified as a tiny house. It's around 600 square feet. You know, I want the kitchen to be bigger. I want a garage. I want to make this bedroom bigger. And the second bedroom, I want to make it bigger, and maybe 5 or 10 feet, really on both bedrooms. Add about 10 feet going to the east. Maybe going towards the north where my big picture window is, maybe 5 feet, something like that. And make my kitchen, I like to extend that out 5 to 10 feet, maybe 8 feet, because the kitchen is small. Yeah, a carport would be bad, but I would want the sides closed in and the back side closed in, because the wind and everything comes out of the west. That's what I guess I could put a tarp around it like I did my porch. But come summertime, people, I'm going to go either a hardware store or a Lowe's Depot or something like that, buy me some clear plastic and put up instead of those tarps. It keeps the rain off of my porch, the snow. We got our first really big snow yesterday, about 3 inches. We got about 3 inches here where I live. And it surprised me. The county roads is clean for that much snow. It must be kind of like a wet snow, because they have no problem scraping it the first time. But Clark County, Scott County done pretty good this time. But I got to give a big shout out to Scott County Road Department, because they're one of the ones that cleans the main road up there in Scott County. But one side is Clark County, the other side is Scott County. But It's divided up. But Clark County does clean it, but not like Scott County. I got to give a thumbs up to Scott County Road Department. I got to do that. They're better than Clark County, in my book. Oh, I remember you showing that Christmas tree. I remember, if I remember, that was a white Christmas tree there, Justin, I think. I wouldn't mind having a Christmas tree, but I wouldn't know what these kitty cats would do. I know where French Lick, Indiana is. I know where that is. I ain't been there for probably 20 years. I know, like I say, I know where French Lick is. I know where Salem, Indiana is. I know where Orleans, Indiana is. I grew up in Orleans. They're doing pretty good. Alex is, I got to grab my phone off of the tripod where I can turn around. There's Alex there, up on my DVD camera thing. There's Alexi and Kathy. You know, I love my kitty cats, people. You know, that's one thing God done. He wants me to take care of his animals. That's what I'm doing. I got 5 inside cats. I got 5 inside kitty cats. I got about 20 outside cats with, I think, 4 new babies. And those is Boots's babies. They're probably up in the cage on the porch. It's a big dog cage with some straw and a fluffy cover or blanket with a heat lamp on it. Now, Boots been coming up there. This makes 3 nights in a row, and she got her babies there with her. And she's learning to be out of the weather. Plus, I got my porch top off where the wind won't blow. Yep. Like I say, I got videos from the summertime where I'm sitting out there and you see that kind of recliner I got out there that I put food on. And I love them. And since it's about 26, 27 degrees outside right now, the raccoons is hibernating, groundhogs is hibernating, and I say the possums is probably hibernating. Sometimes those kitty cats, they act like kids in their terrible twos. But I love my cats. I treat them like my kids. I love them. It's cold outside. It is cold. But there's a reason it's cold, people, outside. It kills all the bugs. Will it kill roaches? I don't think anything will kill roaches outside. If it's, you know, I think they was nope. But people, I tell you, say you got kitty cats in your house, and the cats don't go outside. How do they get fleas? People, you walk outside, the fleas will jump on your britches. You come in the house, they jump down and attack the kitty cats. That's how you get fleas in the house. And that's how you get fleas in the house. And I don't like fleas. I'm hairy like a gorilla. If I have fleas in the house, they're going to jump on me. They're going to jump on me like crazy because they're going to think I'm a kitty cat with this much hair. You know, that's what, you know. But I want to thank all your foxy ladies that comes on here. I want to thank all my moderators. There goes their sweethearts again. Thank you, whoever's doing it. Maybe it's a foxy lady. I don't know. If it's a foxy lady, I love you. Thank you. If that's that one foxy lady, can you give me a second chance, foxy lady? We both old. We both have heart attacks and strokes. We got diabetes. We got high blood pressure. What else can we screw up? We done everything that we can do. I am going to go in there and fry those Wendy's hamburgers that I got today at the JC store / Kroger. See if it tastes like Wendy's. I know, I got to give it a try. I got to give it a try, people. There's no doubt about it. I got it. Yeah, I like hamburgers too. I had a good wife. I'm not going to mention her name because I ain't got her permission. I did mention a bunch of names a while ago. She could be one of them. She could really cook. She was a hell of a cook. But I'm going to get some stuff, maybe get some onions, put it in my thing, and chop them up, put them on the hamburger. That one foxy lady, I like to have a good meatloaf like you used to fix. I miss the meatloaf like my mom and that one ex-wife. I know some people are crazy if I would take the ex-wife back. It's up to her. We would have to talk and see what we want out for the rest of our lives. You know. She can come and visit for the weekend. You know. But it's okay. So people, I'm going to get off of here. Go fix me a Wendy hamburger. and give it a try. And try it. And thanks to Mel Ann, she gave me an idea. I gotta wait until the 7th to do that. Buy some sauerkraut. Put it on the hamburgers. I'm gonna try that next week. And give it a try. I like I said, I want to try it. So I love you all. Bye, BD, Dog David, no, Boy David. I get my alphabet. Bravo, David. You're a sweet lady. You all have a good day. I love you. Remember, people, put your faith in the God. God will